All right, shalom, shalom. Back with a quick lesson. Power through the spirit of Yahweh Bashmiel Shah. And before we get into it, we want to give our glory and honors to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and rule well. And shalom to your hopeful elect scattered abroad doing the work in sincere and truth, man. Like I say, just a quick lesson through the spirit. And it's just based off a precept I was reading not too long ago. And I'm kind of, having trouble what I'm gonna name this video, but it's gonna be some sort. And the original title I had was "They Hate the Truth Because Their Deeds Are Evil." But I kind of feel like that's a long title, but we'll see though. But basically, like I say, the title for now is "They Hate the Truth Because Their Deeds Are Evil," man. And it's really just meditating on it. You just thinking about people in the world, that don't get the truth, that come up against the truth and that scoff. That scoff and try to persecute brothers, for preaching the truth of the Bible, man, through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. And they don't get it ultimately because they're evil, man. Because ultimately, first and foremost, these people, they don't believe on Yahweh Shah, which the world English calls Jesus Christ, man. They don't believe on Yahweh Shah, and they don't believe in the Father, man. First and foremost, but also, on top of that, they love wickedness, man. These people love wickedness. They in that darkness, man. They're covered in that gross darkness. Got the scripture to tell you, roughly paraphrasing, and that's why they hate this truth, man. They hate that light because this truth is ultimately that's that light that's shining in the darkness. In the darkness of Babylon the Great, of this world, man. It's that light that's shining over all the wickedness and iniquity that's taking place, man. And the people that's in that darkness, they hate that light. Like I said it before. It's just like, somebody that sleep, and that's ultimately what these people are. They sleep. They spiritually sleep. They spiritually dead, man. Somebody like I say, those, they like somebody that sleep. And you come in, with this big old flashlight, hitting the lights on them, and you trying to wake them up. First thing gonna say when they wake up, hey, get that light out my face, man. And that's kind of how these people do, the prophets, man, the men of the Lord in his word, because they don't want that light in their face. They don't want that. They hate the truth. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to get it. They don't want to reason. And they ultimately don't want to understand it, but that's because their deeds are evil. And ultimately, on a deeper level, Yahweh Shemel Shah didn't choose them and then give them the spirit to understand and sup with them, But it's all, like I say, this lesson, it's inspired from John 3:18. So we'll go there first now, Cause like I say, man, these people, they hate the truth because they deeds evil, man. They love that darkness, man. We know according to the scriptures, Yahweh Shah is that light. His word is that light. That's that truth, man. But let's grab this real fast. This is John 3 and I started 18. Let's see. Well, highlighted another color so like it. So we start here, John 3:18. It reads, "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and the man loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil." I can tell you, man, getting to the point, like I was saying in verse 18, saying, "He that believeth on me is not condemned." And who is that him, man? He that believeth on him is what? That's Yahweh Shah, man, the Lord and Savior of Israel, man. So he that believeth on Yahweh Shah is what? It's not condemned. But it says, but he that believeth not is condemned already, man. And that's, that's the majority of this world, majority of these people, man. Especially those of, of Israel, which would be the 2/3, because they don't believe in what, like I tell you, he that believeth not is condemned already, man. These people are already condemned. Because they don't believe in Yahweh Shah, man. They don't believe in his word. They don't believe in his truth, man. If they did, their actions would go accordingly, They would show through their actions that they believe in Yahweh Shah, But through their words, through their actions, they show that they don't. That's why they always come up against the truth. Always coming against the men of the Lord, and bucking up against his word. Like the scriptures tell you, a rebellious people, They stiff-necked. They hard-hearted, man. But continuing on, I'm going to read from the top. This is John 3:18. "He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he have not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And like I tell you, they have not believed in that name. That name, that's a holy name. Holy meaning set apart, man. It's a separate name from all the names that's been given to the world. Jesus Christ, Caesar Borgia, Yah, Jehovah, all these different false names, but they haven't believed in that true name, Yahweh Shah, man. They haven't believed in that, man. We're going to 19, it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and man loved darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. And the light that came into the world was the spirit of Yahweh Shah, Because he came in the physical first, and they hated Yahweh Shah then when he was here on the scene, man. You had the Pharisees, you had different men come to Yahweh Shah scoffing him, claiming him not to be the son of the man, always trying to catch him up in the loop. Same way they do his prophets now. Same way they do the men of the Lord now, coming in the same spirit, Yahweh Shai, teaching his word, man, which was given to him by the Father, man. And they do the same thing now. And it says what? Verse 19 again, this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world. That's that word of Yahweh Shai. The spirit is here now through his men, his prophets, his messengers, It says what? But man love darkness rather than light. So, and these people of the world, these men, they love darkness rather than light, man. They love wickedness rather than light, This world, they love, unrighteousness. They love being out of order, that do as thou wilt spirit rather than the light. Because when you come into the light in the fullness of Yahweh Shah and his word is truth, that comes with order, that comes with righteousness, man. That comes with discipline, integrity, you being held to a set standard, man. That doesn't come with the standards of the world, because the world really doesn't have the standard. Like I say, it's coming in that do as thou, do as thou want spirit, do as thou will freely spirit, that mirth spirit, that, that folly spirit, when you come to the truth, everything's going to change. And that's why people don't want to come to that light. They don't want to be woken up out of their sleep. They rather stay asleep. They rather stay in that spiritually dead state, man. Not knowing nothing, man. Well, I want to continue on to verse 20. It says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. So like I tell you, hey, for everyone that doeth evil, they hate the light. So like I say, through their actions, man, like I told you, through their actions, it show you that they hate the light. And like I told you, that light is this word. That light is Yahweh Shai, his word, man. That standard that you've been held to when coming to the truth. And it says, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither come up to the light, because by their actions, them going off and doing wickedness, staying in their iniquity, they don't come to the light. But like it says, lest his deeds should be reproved. So the only way you're going to come to the light is the Lord give you the spirit to, first and foremost, and like I said, lest your deeds should be reproved. So what your deeds going to be reproved to? To that righteous standard, that righteous order, man, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man, doing thus saith the Lord, not doing what pleases you, what pleases the flesh, giving over to your appetites, man, giving over to, the things that please you in your flesh. You're going to give yourself over to, Yahweh Shai and his work, man, and the things that he commanded you to do. So like I tell you, verse 20 again, for everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light. So, like I tell you, but you that doeth truth, you come into the light, man. Because what? You holding yourself up to that standard which the Lord requires you to, man. You doing this self the Lord. You walking in righteousness, man. You walking in that light, which is the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Like it says, but he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High, man. That's plain upon the tables right there. But I want to jump, just going from that. Like I tell you, man, like the scriptures tell you itself, these people, they don't believe, and ultimately they condemn because they don't believe, they don't believe on Yahweh Shai, and I can tell you, verse 19, like I say, which the lesson is inspired by, hey, that condemnation is what? That man love darkness, rather than light, because what that light is coming to the world, with the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Like I tell you, and it says what? Because their deeds are evil, man. So let's go to Matthew 7:14, because ultimately, with these people in their actions, and them coming against the truth in his word, scoffing and mocking, and standing there in wickedness, standing there in iniquity, after they hear his truth, And after they know the truth and been warned and been reproved and rebuked, ultimately, they coming against Yahweh Shai, man. They coming against the Father because Yahweh Shai wasn't out here doing his own will. He was doing the Father's will. And us walking in the spirit of Yahweh Shai doing his will, which he told us, ultimately, we walking in the Father's will. That's why when we give our praises to Yahweh, being the name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Bahashim meaning in the name of Yahweh Shai. Like I said, Yahweh Shai being the name of the only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man, which is the Savior of Israel. And then we Bahashim in the name of Rakah Kodash, Rakah meaning holy, Kodash meaning the spirit. So we give, that's why we give our praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Because it's an order to it, man. So you resisting Yahweh Shai and his word, you resisting the Father, man. And you resisting Yahweh Shai, you ultimately resisting the Holy Spirit, And it's, you're not doing, you're not doing that will of Yahweh Shai. You're not doing the will of the Father because, like I said, Yahweh Shai came to do his Father's will. And we being followers of Yahweh Shai, we ultimately following after the will of the Father, man, which was given to Yahweh Shai himself. But let's go to Matthew 7:14. 7:14. I'm in chapter 14, so like it. So let's go to Matthew 7:14. Grab this real fast. We'll start at 14. Alright, so this is Matthew chapter 7. So like it. Bear with me, so like I'm gonna highlight this blue. Matthew 7:14. This is Matthew 7:14, and it reads, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto light, and few there be that findeth it. And that straight gate, that's that path to, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. That's that path of righteousness, that's that holy standard, which is a straight gate, man. Because it's telling you straight is the gate and narrow is the way. It's a narrow way because it ain't many people that's following that righteous path, man. That holy standard, being set apart from the world, and the things of, of this world and the things that pleases the flesh. It's not many people that's walking upon that straight and narrow gate. It says, which leadeth unto life. This going to lead unto life, that everlasting life. And it says, and few there be that find it. So it's telling you, it's going to be few that find it. And that's why you only have few men now. In sincerity and truth, serving Yahweh Bashim Shai, in 100% truth, doing his will to the best of their ability, man. It's only a few men out of the whole world, man. You got to think it's millions, billions of people. It's only a few, man. You got to think about the few that's really only going to be chosen to be held, to that elect standard, man. So that's not a lot, man, when you think about it. But jumping to continuing on to 15, it says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. And this is the point I want to get to, verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. And a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. It's like I tell you, man. Straight is the way, and narrow is the path that finds it. So when you come into the truth, man, that light, you walking towards that good, that good, what's the word I'm looking for? So like that good path, basically, showing yourself worthy, that you doing the work. So Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you gotta walk upon that narrow path, and how you gonna know that? The point being, I wanted to get in verse 16. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather the grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? So the point being, you gonna know them by their fruits, man. That's gonna be known by your fruits, your actions. Because just how I told you in verse, I want to say that was 19 or 20 back in John chapter 3. It told you what, unless their deeds be reproved. And I can tell you that those that follow the way of the truth, they follow in their light. Because you're gonna know that by your deeds, by your fruits, man. By your actions, the things that you do, But I think that was a different precept. I wanted to grab that second. But jumping from that, let's go to John 14:23. I think I had my precepts mixed up. I think that's what I wanted to grab first. But jumping from that, that's exactly what I wanted to grab first. I had my precepts mixed up. So we may go back to that Matthew, but this is the point I wanted to bring out first. So like it with my John 14, it's like I was saying before I read that Matthew, You know how ultimately when you coming against the will of Yahweh Shai, you coming against the Father, man. Because ultimately, like I was saying, Yahweh Shai was sent to do the will of the Father, man. Like he always told you, hey, his doctrine is not his, but it's the Father's. You know, it was given to him. You know, but this is John 14 and verse 23. It says, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. He that loveth me keepeth not my sayings, and the word which you hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me. You know, so I can tell you, man, hey, if any man loves him, he gonna keep, Yahweh Shai's words, and his Father will love him. Why the Father gonna love him? Because ultimately you keeping the words of the Father, which Yahweh Shai gave to you, which was given to Yahweh Shai by the Father. And it says, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. So you gonna have Yahweh Shai, they gonna come unto us, or those who he giving the Spirit to, and like I said, he gonna make our abode with him. Verse 24, he that loveth me not. So like you keepeth not my sayings. So those that don't love Yahweh Shai, they're not gonna keep his sayings. And says what? And the word which you hear is not mine. So those sayings, those words that you get from Yahweh Shai that you're not keeping, for those that don't love him, because their deeds were evil. Going back to John chapter 3, it says those words which you hear is not mine, but the Father's going to sent me, man. So that was going to the point I was trying to make. When you coming against Yahweh Shai and his word, you ultimately coming up against the Father, which is a greater condemnation, man. Like it will tell you in verse John 3:19, that's that condemnation that's coming to the world. That light is coming to the world, but man love darkness rather than light, and what their deeds were evil, man. Roughly paraphrasing, so lucky about that because I had my precepts mixed up. But jumping from this, let's go to John. We're gonna stay in the same chapter. And let's go to 7 verse 7, man. Because like it's telling you, man, the works, of the world is evil, and that's why man love darkness, man. That's why they love this darkness. That's why they don't love this light, man, because they love what? Wickedness, man. They love evilness, man, because that's the world. That's the world pushing that, that darkness on the people to love that evil, to love iniquity, man, to love sin, to love everything that goes against the will of the Father, man. That's why I want to grab this real quick, straight to the point. John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. So I can tell you, man, when people come against us and hate us, and they hate Yahweh Shai, man. Because what? Yahweh Shai is that light. It says what? The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth. That's Yahweh Shai speaking. Because it hateth Yahweh Shai, because what? He's that light, man. He's that light that comes to the world, But what? Man love darkness rather than light. They didn't love Yahweh Shai and saying. They don't love, just like they don't love his sayings now. That's why they don't keep the will of Yahweh Shai. That's why they don't listen to the truth. That's why they come up and scoff and mock, man. But I can tell you, John 7:7, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it. How is he testifying of it, man? Through his words, man. Through the prophecies, man. Through the holy scriptures, man. It says what? Because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil, man. So through the spirit of Yahweh Shai and the law, in his word, he testified of it that the works thereof are evil, man. That's how you know. And Yahweh Shai, he really that line and show you, hey, this was righteous and this was wickedness, man. When you come into this truth, you get that clarification of what's righteous and what's wickedness, man. You get the discernment. You get to actually know through what, according to the law, according to the will of Yahweh Shai, what's good and what's evil in the sight of the Most High, man, in the sight of Yahweh Shai. But let's go to verse 8. We're going to go to chapter 8. So we're going to stay in John and go to chapter 8. And we're going to read verse 12 just to show you, because it's right there in that chapter, man. How Yahweh Shai is that light, So just like I've been telling you, they hate what? They hated that light, which is Yahweh Shai. And what? They hate Yahweh Shai, they going to hate his words, man. And that's why, they hate this truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why they hate this truth, man. That's why they don't get it. Because going back to what? John 3:18, they didn't believe on Yahweh Shai. And they what? They condemned already. Because what? They don't believe after that light, man. They're not walking after that light, which is Yahweh Shai in his word, I keep saying the same thing over again, but hey, you get it, man. That's the point. John 8:12. Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of light. So like it's telling you, man, I am the light of the world. Yahweh Shai telling you, hey, I am the light of the world. That's that light, man. They come into the world. His word, his will, It says, he that followeth me shall not walk in darkness. So those that's following after Yahweh Shai and his will, and we not following after the darkness, man, like the rest of this world. We not following after the wickedness, the acts of adultery, the acts of extortion, and hating our brother, having that evil eye, doing the works of the flesh, man, doing the works of the world, It says what? Shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. And we had that light of life, which is the words of Yahweh Shai Shai. Following after his will, man. Following after that straight and narrow path, like I told you in Matthew, Like I told you in Matthew, you following that straight gate, that narrow path, that's that path unto life, man. That path unto, everlasting life, man. Eternal peace, man. And that's Yahweh Shai, Because you following after Yahweh Shai, you're going to get to the Father, man. Being Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? But let's go from that. And let's go to, I want to grab this book of Psalms 52. Just going in on these people, man, because the ones that don't get the truth, because what? They evil, man. They love wickedness, man. And it's just what it's finna tell you here in Psalms. So I want to get one. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read down to 3. So this is Psalms 52 and verse 1. And it reads, why boastest thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. So the Lord is saying, hey, why boastest thyself in mischief? Because that's what these people do, man. These people out in the world, they boast themselves in mischief, man. They boasting about, going to rob Jake. Jake going to rob another Jake. They boasting about committing adultery, laying with another man's wife. Or doing this behind his back or doing this behind her back. They boast of these things, man. They boasted of their mischief and their wickedness. Verse 2. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Verse 3 being the point I want to get. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, man. So these people, they love evil more than good, man. They love evil. They love wickedness, iniquity, man. It says, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, man. So these people rather, live a lie and speak a lie than to speak righteousness, man. Than to walk in the will of Yahweh Shai, because what? They love is evil more than good, And again, going back to the point, that's why they don't get the truth, man. That's why the Spirit wasn't given it to them to understand and get the truth, because these are same spirits from the ancient days, from back in the day, continuously coming back, playing out their lie, loving their evil, living in their iniquity, man, coming up against the Lord, coming up against his word, man, coming up against the men of the Lord, which he set up to teach the word, man, to edify you, but ultimately to edify the elect, man. That's what it all boils down to. These people that don't get it, ultimately they're not part of the elect, man, And even for those that do get it, if you're not doing this work, man, if you're not laboring in the truth and sincerity, man, continuously, fighting that good fight of faith, man, in and out, day in and day out, man, continuously, going through tribulations, enduring to the end, you're not part of the elect, man. Because like the scripture tell you in Matthew, if you're paraphrasing, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So who is that's going to endure to the end? The elect, man. They're going to endure everything which the Lord prophesied and spoke of, They're going to be, holding fast, being steadfast, rooted in the truth and the faith, man. How about me outshining his word, and those going to be the same that endure to the end, they're going to be saved by the Lord, man. The hopeful elect, because what? They hoping to be the elect, man. And every brother that's, striving for this truth and striving for, through the will of Yahweh Shai, we hoping to be that number, man. We pray and hope that it be of the Lord's will, that we be a part of that number, man. That's what everybody should be striving for. But just going off that, staying, back in the lesson, just a few more precepts. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. Because like I'm telling you, man, these people, they love darkness, man. And being that they love that darkness, like I'm telling you in verse, like in Psalms, like we just read, being that they love, they love darkness more than good, and love wickedness more than their righteousness. That's why the gospel being hid. That's why they don't get the truth ultimately, man. Because like I said, like we read before, they not following after that light. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 4 and kind of right here, verse 3, and we'll read down to 5, kind of. But like I was saying, man, it's like I was saying, they love that darkness, that wickedness more than righteousness, more than good. You know, the gospel is being hid from them, ultimately because what? They not following after that righteousness. They not following after that light, being Yahweh Shai, man. They walking in that darkness. But let's get this, let's bring this out. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Because what? They lost in that darkness, man. They lost in their iniquity, in their wickedness. Verse 4, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. So the Lord has given power over to spiritual demon Satan, the God of this world, to blind the minds of them which believe not. And ultimately what they don't believe on the account, man. They haven't, like the scripture tell you, who have believed our account. They haven't believed the account of the prophets of Yahweh Shai, man. Like I told you, going back to John 3 and 19, they ultimately, 18, I think it's verse 18, so like if I'm wrong, John 3 and 18, like I told you, they don't believe on Yahweh Shai. They don't believe in that name, man. So it says what? Verse 4 again, it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Because they don't believe, man. It says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach. So that light, man, again, it says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, of Hamashiach, Shalakia, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So that light, which the gospel of Hamashiach, man, the Lord and Savior, they got to shine unto them, man. That's also the only way they're going to, come out of that darkness, come out of that blindness of state, of being asleep, like I was saying earlier. Because they don't believe. That's the only way they're going to come out of it. Unless the Lord send them that word, send them the gospel. So it says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. For we preach not of ourselves, but of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai the Lord, and ourselves your servants' sake, for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. So like I'm telling you, man, hey, the gospel is hid to them because they living in that darkness, man. They've been blinded, by wickedness, by the God of this world, because what? They don't believe, man. And the only way they're going to be able to come out of that state, unless, that light shine up to them, man. The gospel of the Lord, of Hamashiach, man. That's the only way they're going to be able to come out of that state, man. But until then, they're going to hate the truth. They're going to hate the ministry. They're going to hate the prophets, man. They're going to come up and scoff and mock because they don't give it, because they don't get it. They went, they didn't receive the spirit ultimately, man, But going from that, being the last precept, and we'll close out. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 29, And ultimately, because I want to bring this out, because ultimately, going back to the title, like I was saying, they hate the truth because the deeds are evil. And ultimately, they hate the truth, and they don't get it. They didn't receive that spirit because the Lord not dealing with wickedness, man. The Lord is far from that, man. That's what it's finna tell you right here. This is verse 15, not verse 15. It's like it. Chapter 15, Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 29, kind of. Let's grab that, let's see. We'll just read verse 29, so like it. This is Proverbs 15 and verse 29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he that heareth the prayer of the righteous. But he heareth the prayer of the righteous, kind. So I read it again. Proverbs 15 and 29. The Lord is far from the wicked, man. And that being the point, I want to get. The Lord is far from the wicked, man. And that's why they don't get it. That's why the Lord not supping with them. He's not dealing with them on that level to get it, to understand, And that's why they constantly coming up against the Lord, constantly coming up against his word, just like it was in the ancient days, man. It was constantly coming up against Yahweh Shai. They would come against his word, and the man which he have out here preaching his word now. It's the same thing, man. But I don't want to harp too much on that. Lord willing, this video is edifying. And again, I want to close out giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And again, shalom to the whole elect. Shalom.